Hey guys, this is Debbie. Coming back to you with, another one of the videos that I said I was gonna, talk about with the dentist and whatnot. Um, the first thing that I think that people should do when they're thinking of this process is making sure that you have a dentist that you're comfortable with. That is the most important thing. From start to finish. Like you have to be comfortable and you have to trust them. I have been looking for a dentist for for at least the last 2 years. I've been trying to think, get myself ready for this process. But for about the last 2.5, 3 years, I've literally been dentist shopping. I'm the kind of person I require, attention, and I require for you to know about me. Now, I've gone to Aspen. It was a very nice office. The staff was okay, but they were more like hurting people. Like, hey, come in, see you later, bye. Like they weren't personal at all. I've gone to several different affordable dentures. Now, the thing about them is it's tricky because even though they have the same name, they don't have the same owners. They're literally franchises. So I went into one where it looked like I wasn't gonna get my teeth done there. That's what it looked like. And then I went to another one, and it was nice, and the atmosphere was nice, but it was just too many people. Like it was just too many people. It literally looked like they just snatched someone's teeth out and brought the next one in. Like they just were snatching teeth and throwing dentures in. That's what it looked like to me. They were nice, but if I'm gonna pay, I want to feel like my experience, like they actually, give some kind of a shit about what's going on with me. So I found my dentist actually through my husband. My husband was having some dental work done. He knows that I have a fear of dentists. I've always had a fear. Back when I was little, I was born in 71. So when we were little, the dentist, bless them, they didn't really have as soft of a touch. And, experiences were bad for me. So the dental care that I needed to get, it would literally, for lack of a better word, it was like pulling teeth to get me in there. So, when I would go, then it would be, damage and whatnot. Not only that, I suffer from periodontal disease, and anyone that deals with that, you're dealing with bleeding gums, you're dealing with plaque buildup, you're dealing with all kinds of things that simply just brushing your teeth doesn't take away. Um, if you're somebody who is prideful of how they look, I am. It's embarrassing to go and even though the dentist should know, and they probably do know, but you still feel some kind of way. You still feel like, hey, it looks like I'm not taking care of my mouth. And as stupid as that sounds, it literally keeps you from going where you need to go because who wants to be judged by their dentist? So, anywho, it's very important that you pick a dentist that you feel comfortable with. Now, my general dentist, he's very, very kind. He's got a very soft touch. And what I really dig, his staff. His staff is like, they are amazing. They know me when I walk in. They know who I am. They know what I'm there for. And they are very mindful. They're cognizant of the fact that I am afraid of dentists. I make that very clear everywhere I go. I don't like anyone in my head and neck area. That's just not, you know, me. Stay away from that area. So they immediately, you know, asked me questions, made sure I was comfortable. And from that point, dentist came in, asked me what I was there for. Now, here's the thing, and pardon me for swallowing a lot. I have a cold, so I have cough drops in my mouth. So I don't have some swallowing condition. It's just a Halls. But at any rate, he asked me, what did I want to do. And I just basically told him, I want my teeth out of my mouth. I'm tired of going through this. Now, he did give me the disclaimer, well, I recommend that you do X, Y, and Z. But he heard what I said. And he understood that, you know what, she doesn't want to do this anymore. And, if that's, let's make this the best possible experience for her. So if your dentist doesn't do that for you, gather your things and your teeth and get the fuck out of there, because it's going to be a bad experience for you. With my dentist being aware of that, he put me with an oral surgeon that is equally kind, equally attentive, and equally understanding of the fact that I'm afraid of dentists. It gives me anxiety, and he knows that, you know what, I have to approach her in a certain way. So I'm very, very happy with my dentist and the choice that I made and the support that I've gotten from them. And that's something that you need to be aware of when you're picking your dentist, or when you're picking, when you're making a decision to go down this path. You need to be as comfortable with every decision that you make, and you need to know that you're being heard. If you're not being heard, if you feel like you're not going to be heard, or if you feel like you're one of many, if that bothers you, stop. Because this is a service that you're paying for. So you deserve to have the experience that you want. Now, anything can happen, and, you can, have a bad experience, no matter how sweet the staff and all those things. But I'm confident that no matter what happens in this experience for me, that the dentist is going to do everything they can to keep me comfortable, keep everything as kosher and calm as possible. That's always the goal. Next thing, if you feel like you have questions and they're not getting answered by the staff or by the dentist, or he doesn't take that time, understand that when you get teeth pulled, he's really not going to answer them even then. So again, make sure that your dentist is hearing you, hearing what you're saying, hearing what you need, hearing, what you're afraid of, and even hearing the things that you're not saying. I've been a nurse for 20 years, and I know that it's important what somebody's saying, but it's also important what they're not saying. And with my dentist, he picked up on a lot of things that I wasn't saying. He knew that I probably would want to be asleep during this process. He knew that I didn't like having a bunch of people hovering over my head, so he was kind enough to ask his assistant to maybe stand 3 or 4 feet back, and he would call for her as he needed. And as he needed her, he would say to me first, Debbie, I'm letting her, I'm calling her over to do X, Y, and Z. And I was prepared. It wasn't just like a bunch of people rah in your face, So that's the next thing that I would say. Make sure that you have a huge amount of comfortability with the staff and the person that's actually going to be in your mouth, who's, going to be extracting your teeth. Make sure you're comfortable in the office. Make sure the office is pleasing to you. Make sure that, that the staff is pleasing to you. Make sure that the dentist is pleasing to you. If you get the opportunity to sit in the office when there are other patients there, listen to what they're saying. Look at them. Do they seem miserable? Do they seem like they've been put off? Are they angry? If they're angry, again, gather your stuff and your teeth and get the fuck out of there. But for me, so far, that hasn't been my experience. It's been really great so far. And, I'm hoping the same for you. Thanks. Bye.